In this video, I want to show you how to actually stop burnout before it happens. People see you as a strong leader, but inside you're exhausted, you're disconnected, your mood is controlled by what is happening around you. I want to show you how you can stop letting the outer world run your inner world and how to bring your mind and brain back into coherence so that you can feel safe in your body, you have more space in your brain, you're present, and you feel whole again. If you're new, hi, I'm Camilla Karlberg. I help women leaders regulate their emotions, own their worth, and achieve greater results without working harder. And today I want to share with you my Coherence system that I tap into several times a day to vibrate on the highest frequency. I'm gonna share with you 3 tools you can apply anytime you feel overwhelmed or on the edge of burnout. And if you want to go deeper and have my support implementing this, I'll share more about the Trusted Advisor Accelerate later in this video. I was reminded about this conversation when I was recently working with a client. She said, I'm doing really well at work. And it's true. She gets things done, she's seen, she's respected, she gets promoted. But here was the trap. Underneath that, she didn't feel safe in her body. She was tight. She had bad sleep, exhausted, and completely drained every evening and over the weekends. And she was still carrying an old story about a man in her life who wasn't truly there for her. And she let his non-presence shape how she feels today. I don't know if you can relate to that, but I certainly can relate to how we let someone else shape or control how we feel. And I know this pattern from my own journey. When we haven't truly healed, we can tell the world that we are happy, but inside we are shaky. And that inner vulnerability is energy, and energy is contagious. So let's start here. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Let me share the 3 tools to shift your inner state when you don't feel okay inside. Tip number 1, name where your focus is going. It's easier said than done, but it really requires you to be super present and observe what you're doing and thinking. For example, if I was recording this, but I was thinking about the client conversation that comes up later today, you would have felt that. Or if I was thinking about someone else, I wouldn't have been present in this moment. If your mind is constantly on what's missing in your life, who hurt you, you don't have enough money, what you are lacking, or how exhausted you are, you will subconsciously focus on that lack or that fear or that not enoughness. And the more you focus on what you don't have in life, the more you focus on wrongdoings, the more you focus on fear, the easier it is for your thoughts to spin. And when you're not in control of your thoughts and you can't regulate your thoughts in the moment, then that can very quickly drain you. If you're a perfectionist, if you feel the pressure, the more you think about what you're not doing, those thoughts alone can lead to burnout. So gently ask yourself right now, what am I really focusing on? It's not about judging, it's about observing. And in today's world, there's so many distractions. How easy is it for you to park any thought that doesn't serve what you want to achieve in this moment? Learn to cut out all distraction so that you can be fully present. Even that technique will help you keep burnout away. And as you're observing what you're really focusing on, then name it. Is it an old story about a colleague? Is it an old story about your then husband? Is it a story about the pressure at work? Is it a story about guilt and not being fully present at home and with your kids? What story keeps showing up when you really want to focus? Name that distraction. The more we focus on what is lacking in our life, the more draining it feels, the more the shoulders are contracting, the heart is contracting. That are some body signs that you can very quickly pick up and ask yourself in that moment, what am I choosing to focus on right now? Don't judge it, just notice it. And then be curious about what story shows up. Oftentimes you put way too much weight on those disappointments in your life. So you are coming from lack. You want someone to do something or to be something differently. And that makes you exhausted. But you cannot control anyone else. But you can control your mind. Because in that moment, you can choose to think something differently. You can choose to feel differently. That's very powerful. And by the way, this is exactly what I help my clients with inside the Trusted Advisor Accelerator. It's about creating emotional safety and stepping into that Trusted Advisor role. The link is below if you want to explore it. Tool number 2 is mind-brain coherence. Mind-brain coherence simply means having peace within. But that's often not what is happening in the corporate world because there's so much pressure. We consume other people's frustration and limiting beliefs and let those become our pressure. You cannot have a burnout when you have inner flow. That's why mind-brain coherence is so important. Here's what I do. Whenever I feel a sensation in my body, I simply take time out, close my eyes, and say, release. Breathe in, release, and choose to think differently. Because remember, your personality is your personal reality. And here's what is so mind-blowing. When we are stuck in fear mode, when we are exhausted, when we let other people's limiting beliefs control us, when we consume the toxic energy, we are plugged into a field of stories that don't serve us. Simply plug into a different field where there's more happiness, where the problem is no longer there. That's training your mind. I know what field I want to plug into. That is to have more energy, enjoy more of life. And I know that is what you want to. Here's my pro tip for you. Whenever you feel sensation in the meeting, before you see your kids, close your eyes, feel your sensation in your body and say, what field have I plugged into right now? And what field do I want to plug into? All right. Tool number 3, mind your attitude, because your attitude is your altitude. You can't always control the future or the outer world, but you can choose your attitude towards it. So your attitude towards work, for example, many people say, I'm very busy, I have no time. That is an attitude. But remember, you have a choice to choose a better attitude toward work. We can say, I'm in high demand. I choose to believe that one conversation at a time will serve me. I choose to focus on one task at the time. This is a setup for my next level success. How you build resilience and how you grow your attitude towards your life is what's going to take you to the next level. I want to give you an example. Imagine 2 people observing a group of teenagers. One thinks this is a very noisy group. They don't know how to behave. The other thinks, wow, they're having fun. Maybe I can join them. Same situation, but completely different attitude. So next time you observe something, be curious about your attitude to ask yourself, if I didn't let the outer world decide how I feel today, what attitude would I choose? Here's what this looked like for me when I was traveling through divorce. I could feel that fear. But when I started questioning my story, when I started to commit myself to create a better life, I started to find better stories. And guess what? I got more energy. I had more space in my brain and mind to focus on other things. So what are you focusing on right now that consumes your energy, that drains your energy? And what could you rightly let go so that you can let more and better things into your life? I want to emphasize something. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about remembering that you are the source of your inner peace, of your mental capacity, your resilience, and your attitude toward the future. It does take commitment, vulnerability, and courage to create different realities, but it's so worth it. So my invitation is, find someone who can be your cheerleader and your mirror. You cannot elevate without a mirror. If we could, I truly believe this world would be a very different place. Find someone who can help you see what you ignore to be aware of, who can help you see your blind spots. And obviously find someone who loves you so much and don't judge you, but call you out with love. Because if you could already see it all, your reality would be different, and you most likely wouldn't be watching this video. These 3 tools may look simple, but practice consistently, you start to create a different life. If this spoke to you and you're ready to start leading as a trusted advisor, check out the Trusted Advisor Accelerator in the description below. Click on the link, you will find all the details, and apply if it feels right. And tell me in the comment, which tool are you going to practice this week? If you're a woman leader on the edge of burnout, I have put together a free resource for you in the description to help you regulate your emotions and feel safe in your body again. If you want more videos like this, hit subscribe, like the video, so you don't miss out on the next one. I love you. Bye for now.